How's it going, guys? It's Eclipse here. I hope you're having a great weekend. Today we're going to be looking at future updates and stuff Wargaming Console are working on to be able to give our opinion on it, and also I'd like to hear your thoughts on what you actually think of it. If you'd like to stay up to date with all of the latest World of Tanks console news, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below, and you'll get basically updated on every single news article that we get for the game, and we can just continue pushing out some content. Other than that, we'll get straight into the news for this upcoming week, and also the future updates to World of Tanks console. First things first, Wargaming have given us some actual images and kind of photos of what we're likely to be getting very soon. The first thing is the detailed statistics for tanks, so we'll actually have a specific page where we can go to in-game, which is really good, and we'll basically be able to see a lot of different things for each of the tanks. We'll get pretty much everything you need to know. We don't get terrain resistances, but that's really not that big of an important thing in terms of for the average player. You can use things like tanks.gg to be able to find that out if you really want to. But we'll be getting things back like, gun depression. We'll have whether it's got clip rate. We'll also have like the clip size. We'll also have, how far it's going to be able to look in terms of the if it's a turreted TD. So you'll be able to see how many degrees you'll be able to look left and right. We'll also get, all of the detailed reload statistics, pen at different ranges. We'll get loads and loads of different things for everyone to see. You'll be looking at view range, and it's basically got everything that you will need to see. You'll have the speed of shells and stuff like that, and the maximum amount of ammo. And you'll also get, your concealment factor whilst still, and also you'll get it whilst moving, which will be really, really good in terms of figuring out which tanks are the best overall, because obviously you're not always stationary and you want to find a tank that has a good balance of really good concealment whilst still and also whilst moving. So this is going to be a really, really good addition. There's nothing negative about this. I think that it's going to be really good, and you'll be able to access it apparently from the Armour viewer in World of Tanks. So you just go to that and then press Y, and it will come up with all of the detailed statistics of the tank and stuff like that. Also gives you a list of equipment that you can use. I don't really know why that's on there, because you can just see that in the loadout when you go on the equipment tab, but it's an extra thing on there to kind of fill out this space, I think. Other than that, that's going to be fantastic for everyone to be able to see what their tank is like, and also it's really good to see that they've implemented the silver urn multiplier, because it was a bit odd having to go to like the module viewer, I think it was, to be able to see the urn, the amount of urn extra bonus you can get, as well as all of the different ones like free XP urn multiplier. So that's always good to have that all in one tab, and I think that's always a positive. The next thing we actually have is the Spectator HUD updates. Not a massive one, but it's definitely something that you guys who play, Clan Wars and stuff like that, and use custom games a lot, will be able to use to, pick tanks that they want to have a look at in game. This is what it's going to look like. Apparently, I don't know what I feel about this. I think it's quite bright. I don't know what they're going to look like with the red and green. It probably looked better with that. But, I don't know. I don't know how I feel with seeing all of this. I think, it's quite a lot of information there, and it doesn't look the best. But I suppose for those of you who are just in it to see the health of different tanks, then it's going to be useful for you guys. Other than that, I don't really have much more to say about this. I think it's a good implementation for Clan Wars and stuff like that. Those of you focusing on custom games and really working through to make sure that you can see everything in game and be situational when you're in the spectator mode. So yeah, it's going to be good for that. And then finally, one of the biggest things in terms of being able for like the user interface is the premium tech tree design. So they've actually they've changed it basically. So this is only for the premium tech tree. It's not changed for the standard ones like the non-premiums. But you'll be able to filter from nations. So on your tab you'll be able to use LT or RT or I believe it's L1 L2 and R2 on PlayStation, and you'll be able to filter through the different premium tank nations. So you've got Czechoslovakia, Sweden, Britain, all of them basically, and you'll have the specific tanks to that nation. So that's really, really good, and it'll be really, really good for you guys in terms of trying to find which premium tanks are what and stuff like that. And I think that that's always a positive. It would be nice to see some sort of extra filters, maybe, like where you could do heavy tanks and stuff like that. I don't know if that's actually in there, but it appears down in the bottom left of the screen here that you've got a filter, and maybe you'll be able to put in just medium tanks and stuff like that, which would be really, really helpful. And I'm absolutely for this change. I think it's really, really good, and 100% I like it. There's a few other things that were talked about on the stream, because all of this information comes from a stream by Wargaming on Twitch, and it's looking up for World of Tanks console. We've got some changes and fixes as well in terms of the text size. They've given us a little bit of kind of info as to where their future direction is going, and we're looking at they're looking into new maps. We've also got some new maps that will actually be the next ones to be returned to the game. So there's 3 new maps that are coming back to the game. We have Overlord, Westfield and El Alamein, and they'll be coming back early summer, I believe, or like early summer apparently, according to one of the What Console community ambassadors. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing Westfield again. Overlord not so much, and El Alamein could be interesting. They've also looked at kind of figuring out some of the tanks that are mistakenly labelled with P. So I know that the T54 and the T44 for some reason have P next to them. Don't know why that is, but they're going to be looking to remove that from ones that aren't supposed to have that. Additionally, they've found that the information they've received or gathered from the What Console community is actually that the new season is actually really popular, and even more so than the Winter Warriors. I don't know how I personally feel about it. I think the tanks that we receive aren't so good, but I've yet to play them actually in game. I'm liking the whole season. I feel like the progression is a little bit better now that I've actually played it. I would like to see some more ops that you can do in the background, maybe some season-wide ops that give you just customizable rewards different to the season pass rewards. That would be interesting. Or maybe ones that you can complete after you reach season rank 100, like I've always said. Also been talking about Vineyards and Highway not in map rotation due to being worked upon again. So that's why you haven't seen Highway or Vineyards at all in the map rotation. I don't know what they'll be doing, but they'll hopefully return on Tuesday. So this is in the upcoming week. I don't know what exact date that is, but I can have a look right now. I think that is the 16th of March, so hopefully they'll be back in the game at that point, but that's not confirmed. They've also said that the matchmaking change for map rotation seems to have been successful, although I really don't think it's been particularly that better, because just because they've whacked in mines at tier 10 and port, it's created more maps. So yeah, you're not going to get back to back, but the maps themselves are terrible at tier 10 in my opinion. Obviously some people might change, and you're welcome to have your own opinion, but definitely port is one I don't like at tier 10 in the majority of tank classes. So yeah. Other than that, we've got a few more things to look at. We've got the tank balance, so some people were questioning it. The CS52 list has a current win rate of 54.5%, which is third for the win rate of mediums at tier 8. Don't think it's particularly broken, and I think that that's probably because people that buy the tank straight away are more likely to have played the game longer, so they're more willing to spend money on the game, which means that they probably have played the game more, have more experience, and therefore they're going to be better players on average. So that's probably why it's so high in that tank, as well as for the average damage too. The T77, however, only number 7 in win rate for heavies at tier 8, 53.5% win rate, and number 3 in average damage. I don't think that this is going to be a particularly amazing tank, to be honest. I think that, I'm hoping to be able to get the tank to be able to review it for you guys and then give my opinion on it, how to play it and stuff like that to help you use it most effectively. But I doubt that it's going to be one that's, really super overpowered at its tier, especially when you've got things like the T56E2, the tier 8, I believe, that has the autoloader, and it's just better, I think. And also the Polish medium line with the gas turbine is also coming in a couple of weeks, so that's really good. So we've got a new tech tree line. I've gone over the tech tree line in a previous video that I will probably link at the end of this one. So you can check out which ones that they are, what they're going to probably be like in game, and whether they're any good, what I think are going to be the best ones, and stuff like that. And finally, the development team are working hard on the next update and season. There should be another update coming in early summer, so I don't know what's going to come with that, but hopefully some good changes. Obviously, the new maps will be returning, but I don't know whether that will be update 6.1 or 6.2 or something like that. Hopefully, it will be really good though. And they bring us some really valuable stuff in game. I don't know whether that will be in terms of these modern tanks that they've been teasing or not, in the tech tree with the classified tech tree and stuff like that, and all of these M1 Abrams posters and stuff that are in all of the in the photos and screenshots that they give us throughout the various seasons that have been here. I don't know what's going on with that, but maybe we'll take a look at that in a different video and go over it. Now, in terms of anything else, that is literally all we've been given so far. There'll be some more information coming on Monday in the insider information. I thought that this would be interesting to see your thoughts on what these changes are like. I'd like to see what you think of these different detailed statistic designs and the photos and stuff like that, and these screenshots of the in-game. I'm genuinely quite happy with what they've got so far. I like that they're giving us some more information as to where they're hoping to go. Be interesting to see some more information on what kind of areas they're working on for this new update and the new season. But obviously they've got to keep some surprise, I guess, for everyone. Other than that, I think that's everything. If you want to subscribe, then do so down below, and hit that like button if you want to see some more content from me. Everything, or your viewership is more than enough for me, but hopefully you'll come back and watch some more videos. There should be some on screen right now that you can go and have a look at, a news video, and also whatever my most recent video is at the time that you're watching this. But other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.